I am an absolute, categoric moron. At the buffalo pile, when we were trying to work out the recipe for the ritual juice, they said, milk after blood, ritual's a dud. A dud isn't a good thing, a dud is a bad thing. So it meant milk doesn't come after blood, which means it wasn't BMI, it was MBI. That's why I mucked that up. For numerous other reasons I am stupid, but that is the primary reason of my stupidity, and I sincerely apologise for that. Never mind. Let's get back into this fun game and see what else we can do. Okay, so as you probably could tell by the couple of little clips I tacked onto the end of the last episode, after finishing, I wandered around and combed through literally every location again with a fine-tooth comb to try and find that gun safe. Still couldn't find it, but I did find a couple of other things of interest that I would like to now show you. The first thing I found is here at the Lazy Dude Ranch, because you might remember that when I got the cow's bane, which is a type of plant that you can get, which I was told summons a lot of cows which attempt to kill anybody that's growing it, I tried to come here and plant it. Well, I couldn't do that and I didn't succeed. However, I did find that when I talked to this bloke, I can give him the cow's bane. Whoa, no, sorry man, like, that's the only stuff we actually get rid of when it grows. Why is that? It attracts some cows, something fierce. You get more than, like, one stalk and or whatever in some place, and boom, cows are up in your business. What if you had to fence to keep the cows out? Well, maybe, but it had to be like a real serious fence with like barbs and like some major fencing operations. I bought a silver fence. Oh, that's why they wanted to plate the barbed wire. I've got some silver-plated barbed wire. That's just the stuff. This will probably keep the cows away. That's like a real epiphany. So can you grow me a crop of cow's bane then? Sure thing. Wow, we'll have the fence set up by tomorrow, and then I'll get the cow's bane seed planted. The stuff goes pretty quick. I should have a crop for you in about 3 days. Oh, cool. So you can now grow as much cow's bane as you want, even though I have no idea what cow's bane is used for. But never mind. Oh, well that answers that question, but that's another thing that I can't do because it's days away, but never mind. That's one of the things I wrote down on my list, because I've started keeping a physical journal of tasks to do in this game, of things that I was like meant to do ages ago, but because there's no journal I keep forgetting them. But never mind. Another thing I was stupid about when I recorded the last episode was this jumble neck mine, because we needed some heavy duty lubricant in order to get the things going, and what I didn't realise is that I think this is it, because when I first came here I like walked along like this and I saw this prompt appear, but it only appears for like 1/10 of a second, so I had to pause the video and watch it frame by frame to appear, and I saw the word grease, and I thought, that's probably the thing I need. But never mind, we've got this now. You fill the wax paper bag with some old grease. Hopefully this will come in handy very soon, so you can stop carrying it around. If you've had a good reason to be carrying around a paper sandwich bag full of old grease, I would like to hear it, because I can't think of one. I do have a good reason, friend, because I think the grease is what we need in order to get this mine shaft opened up again, clear out the rock fall, and then we can explore the rest of this location. So, is this what I need? Thank you. Grease up that lever. You dump a bunch of grease into the mechanism and use the sandwich bag to sort of slosh it around without getting an awful lot on your hands. You yank hard on the lever and it releases the mechanism's wound-up spring, launching the minecart down the track with a terrific whang noise. Off in the distance, you hear a clunk. I was expecting a boom, rather than a clunk. What? Oh, for goodness sake, it's gone the wrong way. Right. Let's try that again and see whether we have any more success this time. Don't shove it, just pull the lever, and you hear a kaboom! Fantastic, that is the noise I was hoping to hear. Yay, this is open now. We can go and explore it. I feel like there's a lot of dead miners here. What the heck is that? Weird kind of statuette on the ground. A weird silver idol. You pick up the statuette. It's made of silver, and the tarnish and darkness make it hard to tell what it's meant to depict. This is a tarnished black and silver silhouette in the shape of some sort of creature. You can't tell what it is specifically, or even if it has 2 legs, or 4 wings, or what, but it's depicted with reverence. Looking at it makes your stomach feel weird and as if you're starving, but also full at the point of nausea at the same time, boosting your mysticality but damaging your muscle and moxie. Wow, that's a bit weird. There's something freaky going on with this mine. I don't like it at all. The skeleton seems to be reaching out to the weird statuette, or reaching out with the statuette? With the hands having fallen off, it's impossible to tell. It's hard to tell at a glance, but on closer inspection the guy seems to have died from a face-down abasement or prayer pose. Praying to the pit, maybe? It's difficult to tell. Must have just been napping weird. Oh goodness. The pit seems pretty deep, you could rock into it, but here, nothing. You take the weird, twisted, tarnished silver knife out of your pack and look at it. You don't like looking at it very much. Throw it into the hole. You gain 50 XP. You toss the weird silver knife into the hole and it makes you feel relieved, but it's hard to say why. Can I throw anything else in there? Throw something else in. Take the idol out of your bag. You don't like the way it looks at you in the dim light. You don't like the way it looks at you in this dim light. Throw that in the hole as well. You throw the little idol into the doll. The weird feeling in your stomach fades away, although you get a sense of... Well, it's like as if you heard somebody chuckling behind you, except you didn't hear anything and there wasn't anyone behind you. Have I got anything else in there? You hold up the cursed blood goblet. Why were you even carrying this around? We picked that up in like episode 2. For goodness, that hasn't... Is this just an opportunity to exchange bad stuff? Intermediary Nexmex. It is, isn't it? The back cover blurb says it can teach you how to steal people's blood. Well, I don't want those because they give you bad things. This is just a way of getting XP in exchange for bad stuff, isn't it? What? It seems like it ought to cover all topics in Nexmex. I might keep that one. Yeah, going further down that dark path, you're already too far down. You pause a moment and run your hand over the cover of the book, and then you throw it in the hole. Is there anything else? Dangerously advanced Nexmex. I'm throwing that in there as well. You look at the hole, then you look at the book again. Throw it in the hole. Thank you. Am I actually going to achieve anything with this? You put the book back in your bag. Hell, like you'd let yourself be scared of a stupid old book. You dig deeper in your pack for something else you might want to toss it to the bottom to be confident it's suitable. Okay, so did I actually achieve anything other than giving myself a bit of XP? Did I desperately need those items? But I don't know why I'm doing that. I can fast travel in here. This isn't Skyrim. Yeah, take that off the list as well. Did I desperately need those items? And now I've thrown them all away and ruined everything? Potentially. Maybe we'll never find out. What else did I want to do? I wanted to go to the Kellogg Ranch, which is actually something I realised that I'd forgotten to do at the beginning of... We'll come back to this in a minute. The beginning of the last video. I have a workout regime for Kellogg's Ranch. I think I can actually follow that if I'm careful. And that might give me a perk when I complete it. So I want to go back and have a go at that. There's a skeleton out here in the desert, which isn't very strange because people die all the time in the desert. This skeleton, though, is doing arm curls with a pair of iron dumbbells, and it doesn't seem to have any muscles, but somehow his bones are extremely ripped and or swole. This doesn't even begin to make sense. Wheel and deal. What giddy aunt? Can I read the rest of that? That's some real nice bone growth you've got there. I've seen you've been drinking your milk. But you know what you need? Hiss. Protein! You can't build muscles without protein. Unfortunately for you, I just happen to have a very reasonably priced sample of new instant protein shake right here in my pack. You turn away from the skeleton and fish an empty bottle out of your pack and scoop up some sand into it out of his view. Just add water and it's like 10,000% of your protein needs, plus all of the silicon you could ever want in the one delicious shake. Oh, do you have anything to trade in return? The skeleton happily swaps his boots for the bottle and runs off looking for some water. That's not terrible. These boots won't belong to a person with extra large feet bones. There's plenty of you free to walk around in them. I don't think those are better than my gunslinging boots, but I suppose they are vaguely acceptable. Right. Do I have that piece of paper somewhere? It's got to be here somewhere. I wish there was like a notes section you could do. Why didn't I throw that in the bottomless pit of infinite abysmalness? That is actually useless to me. Yeah, that's Ghostwood, which is where we were after this. Human ashes, and the punch cards as well. I really want to use the punch cards, but I can't figure out where I used them. I know I've used a couple of them, because I've translated a few words, but I can't remember where that was. Yes, here we are. So warm-up stretches, lung expansions, equilibrium maintenance stretching, skeletal vibrations, and cool-down stretches. Yes, so let me take a quick photograph of that, to save me having to refer back to it all the time. Or rather, come back to it all the time. I want to refer back to it. So let me see if I can follow this somehow. Not that. So if I go in here, there's that for the stretching of the limbs. There's that for the lung flex. And there's that for the skeletal agitator. So I don't know how to do the warm-up stretches. But maybe if I do this... Blast of air inflates your lungs, making you feel dizzy. Can I have another go on it? I've had enough of this exercise to know this place is terrible. I think if I return, though... Yeah, there we are. So I've done that twice now. I now need the stretching. Insert your limbs. If I had it with the fitness, maybe you can try again later. Yeah, so I'll leave again and come back. Stretch myself. Flick some warm-up stretches. Oh, goodness, that's what I was meant to start with. Oh, fiddlesticks. What does it then do? Yeah. I haven't done this right. Okay, let me go somewhere else and come back and see if that sort of resets it, and hopefully I don't need to, like, sleep for it to be reset. Oh, goodness, just give me the stuff. Thank you. A rock hammer? I'm sorry, what? This tiny hammer is more about precision than impact, and is even more about knowledge than precision. 8 to your mysticality, with amazingly low damage. Okay, that's a heck of a thing. Okay. Do some warm-up stretches, then do the lung flex. Feels good. Okay, so I don't need to keep leaving and coming back. Maybe that just resets the whole thing. I just needed to do the warm-up stretches before I could do these again. So I'll suck on it again. Feels great. Then I need some equilibrium maintenance stretching, which has got to be this thing. You get back into the stretcher. When it's done twisting you around, you feel more balanced than you did before. Then I need to do 3 loads of skeletal agitation. You strap yourself into the machine and turn it on. Your skeleton vibrates inside of you. It feels great. Keep going. Revealing the bones and muscles you didn't even know you had. Your skeleton undergoes a cathartic 3rd round of vibration. Every molecule in your body is now exactly where it's supposed to be. And then cool down stretching. You stretch yourself into the machine for a nice relaxing cool down. Is that it? That didn't achieve anything. That didn't give me any perks, that didn't give me any boosts, that didn't even give me any blasted XP. That was an utter waste of my time. Brilliant. And I thought this video was going to be more successful than the last one. Never mind. Well, at least we figured out that we can do that, and Kellogg was onto something, if absolutely nothing else. Oh yes, there was another thing I found while wandering around looking for the safe. Where's Coleridge Mine? Here it is. You might want to put that down, Phil, before you drop it and make an absolute racket. You might remember once when we were in here, there were some lockers, and one of them was locked with the combination lock, but we didn't have the combination, and I couldn't find it anywhere. But I discovered I can do it with the safe cracking. There's nothing inside apart from some old milk bottles and discarded paper cups. The caps advertise the Butterfield Dairy with the little logo and the shape of the territory, and a star, presumably meaning the dairy's location. Oh good. We already had that location. Wonderful. So that was a waste of time as well. Absolutely fantastic. I further remembered that I can silver plate my tongue at the silver plater. I didn't do that because I had too much money. I didn't have enough money, rather, giddy. I forget that sometimes these cows are a little tiny bit spooky. They're not strong, though. In fact, they're frankly utterly rubbish. But never mind. Let me bap them with a bit of cactus. And then Susie can blast them with a bit of lead. And then I can, It is so rare that they ever attack Susie, it's bizarre. And then just this for the sake of hearing that noise and for the sake of Variety, that's the word I'm looking for. Right, friend, dearest friend. What are the options? Silverplate the hat. We don't worry about the hat for the time being. Remembers something else. The weapon, again, I don't really want to silverplate my cactus, but I can silverplate my tongue. Silver tongue. What? Your tongue's actually plated with silver. Well, silver plated, but you're able to convince people it's real silver. Immediately afterwards, you ask him for a complete refund and he gives it to you. Oh. Hooray. Well, I mean, that boosts my moxie, which is good. I need all the additional moxie I can get because I need that for fighting those skeletons one day. So that's good. We did that as well, for no particularly good reason. What else did I find? Because I found a lot. I found in the in the Lost Dutch Oven Mine that I need a thing here I haven't got on. Where is it? Offhand. It's this thing, isn't it? I need the sweet smelling flowers. Lovely stuff. Right, in here, there is access to some alien tech, right? And one of the machines there wanted a keystone. At the time, presumably the last time I was here, I didn't have one. But I do have one now, so I thought I would go back and put it in and see what it does. See whether that gets us any further to solving the mystery of what the heck is going on. Where did it want the keystone? Did it want it in here? Yes! You got an item, El Vibrato Loop. Oh, tell me this wasn't just an infinite production of those things. It's a large loop of the material. It's slightly bigger than your head. Try it on. As you place the ring on your head, two things happen. One is it begins humming and shimmering in a weird El Vibrato way, and the other is that you suddenly feel as if you put earplugs in your brain, your thoughts get weirdly quiet. I'll say it's weird and not entirely pleasant. You take off the headband. Takes away 5 mil mysticality. Headband contains some sort of ancient machinery that prevents psychic waves from passing through it. Examine it. This headband is thinner than most of the Alberto stuff. You can probably break it into scrap pretty easily. Break it or equip it. Don't break it. I feel like that's going to come in handy for something. Like I'm going to be able to use that somewhere or put it on somewhere. That's going to give me like an ability to succeed at something. But yeah, I still have no idea where you use the punch card, and I cannot for the life of me remember where that was. But never mind that. The last thing I wanted to do is something I should have done ages ago, but I can sort of actually properly do now because of because we've unlocked all 3 parts of the territory, and that is to follow the compass of Curly. If I can figure out where it is, it's probably right back at the very beginning of my bits and bobs. Where is Curly's compass? Yes, here we are. Right. Pointing more or less straight west. Okay, so now that we've got access to all 3 parts of the territory, I want to go and explore it and see where it's leading me, because it must be leading me to something. So let's go directly west. Actually west this time, not east like I did the first time. The postal way station is pretty much directly west of here. So what does Curly's compass have to say about life now? Where is it? Where it is? Points due north. Please tell me this isn't just leading me in a random direction. The Alexandria Ranch, that's about as due north as it gets. I really wish it would move it back up to the top. Where to next? The compass needle is pointing straight north. If you pace back and forth a little bit, you can actually see it moving. You're very close. There's nothing north of this ranch, but woods. Do you want to follow the compass into them? Yeah? Curly's crane. Why did it get so quiet all of a sudden? This looks very heavy. Look under it with 50 muscle. You lift up the corner of the entire crane, and there's some kind of machine buried underneath it. You've got an item, Curly's Autogyrotholidolite. The engraving on this machine said it was manufactured in 1995. Must be a typo. An engravo. You get the sense you won't need Curly's compass anymore, so you bury it under the crane, if you say so. I'm still confused why it's so quiet here. Okay, so what does that do? Examine it. The machine looks complicated. Its main feature is a column of 4 little lights. Right now the lights are dark. There's a label on the back that says maximum effective depth 4,000 meters. Maybe it's supposed to be used... Sorry about that. Maybe it's supposed to be used at a mine or in a cave. Also, what's a meter? So I need to use that in a specific cave? Like a very deep cave. Just out of random curiosity, it's not this mine, is it? Because this one's got an endless pit in it. And I don't think I know of anywhere else that we could go 4,000 meters. Maybe I should use it at the base of this bottomless pit. Maybe that would be of interest. It's only a thought, but it's worth a try. No. Not here, then. Maybe somewhere else, then. Maybe in one of the alien places, because, I mean, it's from the future. So I guess it would make sense. I'm curious about that. I'm very curious about that. I'm going to go back to the Lost Dutch Oven mine. Because, well, we've just been there, so I know there's alien stuff there, because I don't actually know where any of the other alien stuff is, because I keep forgetting where it is, because I don't write these things down. So, let me go to the alien part here and see if I can find what this machine is to be used for. No, it doesn't work here either. I mean, I've no idea where these teleporters take me. They could be taking me further down, or they could be taking me further up, for all I know. Okay, I have no idea. I'll think about that, and I'll poke around with it and see what I can work out. But anyway, that's enough of that. That's mostly just tying up little loose ends from other bits and pieces that have been left behind. But never mind. Let's go to the rent-a-mule shop and rent a mule for our bow-legged buddy. Evening friend. I'll get some needles, I could use them. This year's muzzle. It doesn't look like a mule, it looks like a regular old horse to me, but never mind. Rentals and complaints. Can I read the sign? There's a bunch of features that you can pay extra for when renting a mule. Fuzzy dice, saddle warmers, sound-dampened shoes, a side of coleslaw, getting kicked insurance, rear view mirror, extra cargo space, and self-kicking tyres. How bizarre. Looks like this is where you go to rent a mule, just judging from the sign, you know. Hello, welcome to Rent a Mule. How can I help you? I'd like to rent a mule, please. But don't you have a horse? What would you need a mule for, if you don't mind my asking? Goodness sake. Oh, it's not for me. I'm picking up one for someone else. Oh, alright then. That'll be 1,500, mate. Why is a mule more expensive than a horse? It's a lifetime contract, so is the horse. The rental business isn't what it used to be, so we've made some changes to our business model. I suppose technically you could change the name to Buy a Mule, but then we'd have to change all our branding, and you can't really rebrand a mule, so they'll be wary after the first time. I mean, I can afford that, but it seems very expensive. Oh, great, another customer, as if I didn't have enough to deal with already. What with the paperwork, the heat, and the mule bite, and someone keeps stealing my lunch out of the employee icebox, getting my trick knuckle is acting up again. Sure would be nice to get a little peace and quiet, but nope, I've got to stand here at this counter all day, and this hardwood floor ain't helping either. Let me tell you, I don't even have to get started on what they pay us around here. The mules eat better than I do. Oh, I see. It's a complaint desk. It's not a desk you go to make a complaint. It's a desk where all the complaints just are. I love this game sometimes. I'm rubbish at it, but I love the game sometimes. And as if all of that weren't bad enough, I went and dropped my daughter's birthday present down a stupid hole in a stupid mine. Will anyone go and get it for me? Yeah, I'll go get it. Sure, deepest delve mine. Oh, that sounds like a place we might use our deepest didgeridoo-dad. Wait, really? Did a miracle just occur? I can hardly believe it. Where did you lose it? Not far from here. A place called Deepest Delve Mine. I was looking to scavenge some free string to tie up the package with, and I dropped it. And of course, because it's a bracelet and it's round, so of course it rolls down a hole in some kind of stupid machine. Oh. Yeah, okay. I'll go check that out, and maybe if we sort that out, he'll give me a discount on the horse. As I said, I can afford it. I'm just Scrooge. The Coal Smasher 5000. This weird shaft thing goes down further than you can see. Should I use the machine here? No. What do you have to say about the situation, my dear? I think this is where all the vibrato stuff has been pointing us. What? I think the things are about to get kind of heavy. Why do you think that? Let's get in and out quick. I don't know how to shoot an invisible voice and that exhausts a fair bit of my problem-solving expertise. Don't worry, we won't stick around any longer than we have to. Ah, cool. So we are learning some things. Deepest Delve Mine, level 1. This is cool. A toilet box with a gas cap. You found this in the deepest Delve Mine. You're telling me that for a reason, aren't you? It's like the cap for a bottle of pills, but it smells like kerosene. It's probably a cap for a bottle of kerosene soaked pills. I thought I'd got over my verbal stumblings, but it seems not. Okay, let's see what else we've got around here. Just a massive cave-in. An impassable cave-in. Just don't tread past, because you can't. Oh. Okay. So can I must need to use the gas cap somewhere. Let me head back this way. I can't use the gas cap on the machine, can I? No. Okay, let's go back in here, or go in here for the first time even, and see what we've got going on. Ah, floor-to-ceiling shaft. Yes, this must be the chute for the coal crusher. Didgeridoo-dad. Impassable cave-in again. Yes, can of kerosene to fuel it up. Yeah, you pull the lever but nothing happens. A quick peek at the generator reveals it's out of kerosene. You fill up the generator but then realise the gas cap is missing. That's no good. Replace it. You screw the gas cap on and fire up the generator and it purrs like a kitten. A kitten with black lung, but still. Poor kitten. Let's go to level 2. Let's do them one by one and see what sort of things we'll find. There ought to be some interesting adventures to be had in this place. There's definitely some food, and I like food. Okay, what have we got on this side? Again, with this. Nasty trash in hundreds of empty sarsaparilla bottles, nothing of any interest. Okie dokie, nothing on the left. What about on the right, where all these tables are? Bunch of worthless leftovers. Nice cupboard, but it's bare. A load of empty tables. Evening, gentlemen. These cultists are really going to town with whispering and the trailing spirals in the air and generally really creepy culty stuff. They're pretty too occupied with their spooky nonsense to notice you. Unfortunately, they are blocking your path. Oh well. Time to die, friends. You're not particularly strong either, which is good. Cultist of Roberto? Oh, no, sorry. It's a cultist of Roberto. I seem to remember in another cave where we first met these chaps, I don't know how much damage they're going to do, so I'm going to stun one of them just in case they do a lot of damage. Master, aid me! Yes, you are doing a lot of damage. I don't like that. I don't like that even a little bit, I don't. Okay, I am going to drink this, just in case they hit me and it hurts me even more than it hurts Susie. Yeah, let me drink that. Strengthen myself up. But no, what I was talking about, Roberto. Roberto was the name of somebody that, they mentioned before. Didn't they? Like, they said praise be to Roberto, I think, so he must be their leader. Yeah, let me shoot him, and hope that the other guy isn't even stronger. And now if I weaken him with this bullet, then the gun will be able to shoot him in one shot, which means I only need to survive one blast. Okay, well, you didn't actually do anything dangerous to me, so thank you for that. Now, can't he die 1,000 deaths? A stock certificate. Gain. The Western Book Manufacturing, a company based in Chicago. How exciting. And giddy aunt. There's a big cross made of El Vibrato stuff. Its precise lines and corners stand in marked contrast to the altar, which makes your eyes spin involuntarily whilst you look at it. Cool. The post of the altar seems straight enough when you look right at them, but then in your peripheral vision they writhe nauseatingly. Okay, can I use this, or will the professor want it? Positively thrumming with plot significance! Good. Well, I am glad that the aliens, or the precursors, or whatever the heck they are, are turning out to be more than I thought, because it does seem like there could be more to them. So that's good. I'll take it to the professor later and see if he's interested in it. What the heck is this? This thing is really heavy. Push it. Oh, okay. Oh, a child's bracelet. Excellent. That'll come in handy at the rent mule place. This bracelet is too small for you to wear. Even if it wasn't, it is too colourful for you to wear in public. Oh, well, that's what's personal. Okay, fair enough. So if I push this thing is really heavy. Yes. It's ready to be grabbed. Okay, if I can get the machine going, then we can grab that and crush it, which would give me an infinite supply of coal, one presumes. This toilet is remarkably clean for being underground. Flush it. The toilet is unsurprisingly very dirty. Oh goodness, you guys are going to be even stronger, aren't you? Bunch of cultists here whispering to themselves and tracing spirals in the air. 6 of them to be exact. I do wonder, out of curiosity, hats, cultist mask. If I put this on, I don't suppose I blend in with them, do I? You try to push past, but then but the one in the back shakes his head and indicates for you to stay where you are. I guess there's a queue or something. Oh, okay then. Well, never mind then. I'll put this back on my head where it belongs. And I need to switch out the sweet-smelling flowers for whatever it was I was using to boost my moxie. Yeah, because that'll give me more damage. That is the best thing I've got, isn't it? 4 moxie, 6 pistol damage. I don't know if the relationship between moxie and pistol damage is linear, is the problem. Like, does 6 moxie give me a bigger boost, or does 6 pistol damage give me a bigger boost? I don't know. It's very difficult to tell. But I'm going to go with... No, I'm going to go with the Lucky Horseshoe. Because I don't need moxie against them. I could do with some mysticality boosts, thinking about it. Something to boost my mysticality would be good, because that, because that strengthens me up against them. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this. Yes, indeed. Plus 26 to my... 23, rather, to my mysticality. Yay! I got those in the shooting cake, by the way, after picking up the... Pluckers. Right. I should be a bit more capable of fighting. Thank you for all standing in nice lines. I appreciate that. Which of you are the strongest? Pretty much, yeah, these ones, aren't they? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to need to be a little bit strategicalizing about this. Because they're going to do a lot of damage to me, because there's going to be 4 of them. So this is going to go pretty dang badly. Have you all got 40 mysticality? Yes. Okay then. For no particularly good reason, I'm going to stun you. That means I'll only get hit 3 times. Probably should have drank my booster. Plus 3 to all stats, plus 3 to all stats, stunned. And you're going to hit Susie, aren't you? Yes. She's not dead though. That's good. Okay. I'm going to kill these guys first. Because these guys are just doing stats boosts. So I'm going to kill them. Susie won't be able to stun anybody, and they're not using physical attacks, so cover isn't going to help, so I'm just going to weaken him. Let's see what happens. You are powerless in the eyes of our master. Okay, Susie's down, but that's okay, because Susie will get back up in a minute. So I can finish them off like this. Hooray. Good. How exciting. Can I ask, why are these guys so into the stock market? But never mind. Another company based in Chicago. And I only say that because saying the word Chicago is quite fun for me. This shaft really got shafted by a cave-in. Goodness. Looking at this altar makes your stomach spin. The central spiral has a nauseating optical illusion effect that makes it look as if it's spinning, even though it isn't. You feel like you are too close, you might fall in. Goodness. Nothing else here. So I can't do anything there. Interesting. I'm going to guess that on the 3rd level there's going to be 9 of them. Oh, sorry, the 4th level there's going to be 9 of them. And like in the Necromancer's Lair, we are going to have severe difficulty winning this battle. But let's see what we've got here on the left-hand side before we go any further. Nothing, just a few mysterious rocks. And, nothing else of any importance. Right. Yes. Whole crowd of cultists here, muttering and doing creepy things. They don't seem to have noticed. Not yet, anyway. There's 9 of them, isn't there? No, there's only 8 of them. I mean, that's good, I suppose. See, this is the thing, right? I want to use this because it boosts my abilities, but at the same time I don't because it uses 2 AP, and I've only got 9, which means I can use my fan hammer 3 times, once on each row, which is an incredibly useful ability, but I just don't know whether I'm going to survive that many lines. Oh, I'm going to be on the safe side and drink it. There we go. Which of you lot are stronger? The top lot, definitely. Okay, right, let's fan hammer the guys at the top. Darn it, they're not all dead. Never mind, I'll finish him off with the bullet then. There's 5 of them alive. Please, a lot of you do plus stats and not attack. Oh, well, then there's nothing to worry about then, is there? What am I freaking out for? None of you guys can even scratch me. That's why you were wailing on seriously, you bunch of bullies. Never mind. I guess that's the advantage of that massive boost on my mysticality I did. Yeah, you guys are useless. You guys are just frankly joke. Just a lot of you are all an absolute categoric joke. I like the noise that makes. I also like they're not picking on Susie this time. Oh, stop high kicking. Oh, well done. You actually managed to harm me, you useless dingleberry. 400 XP. What is that? A little pewter badge shaped like an octopus? You've never seen an octopus with more than 2 eyes, though. I mean, you only have 2. I have no idea what you're talking about, but never mind. No, I'm just that good. Did you cheat? No, of course not. You managed to defeat all 8 cultists in a fight. Yes, I did. Because I've maxed out all of my skills massively more than I have any right to. Okay, the last time we found something like this, it was the bottom of the lost Dutch of mine, and it revealed a teleporter. Pickaxe and big muscle. Aha. There's a trapezoid piece missing from the bar. Enter the portal. Are we going to find Roberto? The control center! Goodness, can I please find the thing? Yes, this says it's offline, isn't it? I need to find the place we use the punch cards, because that's what translates parts of the alien language. And then I'll be able to understand what the signs say. The shaft goes down further than anything you can see. The vibrator device is going crazy. Is that the big cross? Yes, it snaps into place of its own accord. Okay, that's cool. And then there's a machine here. I don't know what to do with it though. It keeps saying offline, power offline. I need to set the power going somehow, but I don't know how to sort that out. I can't use the thing of mysticalness here, can I? No. Okay, well that's interesting. It doesn't solve our problems, but it's interesting. Most mysterious. Oh well, never mind. Mining, or maybe first aid supplies. Make up your mind. Turns out it's probably both. Orthopedic boots. These boots are the finest foot care devices of the medical technology of the 1890s have to offer. Which is to say they've got some sheepskin insoles and they're coated with gauze to soak up most of your ankle blood. Goodness. Okay, oh, what's up, Susie? I don't know any of the ranches specifically out this way, but if I had to guess, I'd say this one, that way? Do you think it's worth following up on a guess like that? Well, there's good land out that way, and there's plenty of folks looking to make a better life for themselves. I can't imagine it's been left that empty. The Olive Gardens Homestead. Isn't that the name of a, like a restaurant chain in America? Olive Garden? Maybe that's what it's a reference to. I don't know. I found your daughter's bracelet. Oh, goodness. My shins are acting up, my eyebrows on fritz, and I can't believe the amount of paperwork I got to do. And of course, the pencil sharpener is broken. I have to sharpen the pencil by hand with a nail file. Scorpion got in my coffee and drank half of it. You are very, very, moany, aren't you? Never mind. All the best people are. Thanks, bundle. It's a real tragedy there are so few selfless and kind-hearted people like you in the world. Wouldn't you do a hugely dangerous favour for a total stranger without any expectation of reward? We're going to completely forget about the fact I mentioned a discount. Leave him to his complaining. Does that not give me a reduction? No. No. Okay, we'll come back to that later then. Let's go to the olive garden and see what we've got there then. A strange noise over the next hill makes you pause. It sounded like a kind of gunshot, but less like a bang and more like a pew. You creep up to the shot cautiously and find a goblin fiddling with a large pistol with magical sigils engraved all over it. The goblin seems to be adjusting one of the sigils with a small engraving chisel. Hello, what's doing? To adjusting new pistol I'm making. Making yourself? Yes, pretty good. It can be self-saying. If self can be saying, yes, he says. Can I please have it? Hornswoggle them. Yes! Gun is for buying, also for selling! Well, you kind of have to be for both, otherwise trade doesn't happen, but never mind. Buy the pistol, attack them, or hornswoggle them. Too much, I'm giving 400 meat. Not enough. 550? Okay, so I've hornswoggled them down for 100. It sounds good, I really want it, even though it's expensive. The goblin engraves one more sigil on the gun before giving it to you, but you think maybe it's just their initials. That's terrible. I mean, it's a goblin gun, what did I expect, but that is terrible. The goblin, the pistol rather, is carved with magical glyphs, even on the inside of the barrel, which makes it really bad as an actual gun, but does do spell damage. Oh, well maybe that's a good gun for like a spellcasting type. But that's rubbish in comparison to mine, which is like amazingly brilliant. But never mind. Hello, madam. What do you have to say for your small self? Name a sticky. Don't ask in the middle of the name. I'm Olive. Olive got. Oh. Nice garden you've got here, Olive. Why, thank you. It looks delicious. Oh, I don't grow them to eat them. I just grow them to grow them. In fact, if you've got the know-how, you're welcome to harvest anything you'd like. Thank you. Sure thing. I'm always happy to meet another cactus aficionado. Did you know there's more than 2,000 species of cactuses? All of different shapes and sizes, and different colours of flowers too. Well, I'll be. You know what sort of cactuses to look for. They hope we survive out in the desert for quite a while too. They collect and store a lot of drinkable water, and several. Maybe that's why there's none left for anyone else. And several varieties of bare edible fruit. That is truly fascinating. And that's even before we get into their medical uses. Did you know you can sterilise cactus spines over hot coals and use them as for sutures? Even they have to be careful because there's a couple of breeds whose spines are actually venomous. Well, I'll be. And did you know that Sprago cactus, those are the tall ones with the arms, that you probably picture when you think about cactuses, generally live to be 150 to 170 years old, or some as old as 250. Heck, they haven't even considered adults until they're 125. Why, unbelievable. Am I going to get a perk for listening to all of this rubbish or not? You probably think I'm silly, but I think of these cactuses as pets. They're like my big green prickly children, a lot easier to take care of, though. Probably people think I'm a weird cactus lady that lives outside of town. But that doesn't matter to me, as long as I've got my needle babies. You know, if you love cactuses so much, Sticky, why don't you marry one? You are definitely not the first person that suggested that, and I'll tell you what, I would absolutely positively marry a cactus if I could find one that wanted to marry me. Oh my word. I've got lots of foraging skills, so I can do loads of stuff with this. What the heck is this? It's a northern clownwort. Clownwort pollen. I don't want to consume anything to do with clowns. A little pile of shimmering pollen from the northern clownwort flower, which some scientists claim is the source of all clown power. Increases your resistance to elemental damage by 15% for the rest of the day. Oh, that might come in handy for something. This is a big garden. You need to trim, madam. Kitty Hunter. The Frisco poppy. This once prolific but now rare species of poppy only grows in areas around Frisco, despite the protest of other native flora who don't want it growing in their own backyard. NIMBYs. Giddy up. Right, is she going to be mad that I've now taken literally everything? No. No, she's not. Okay, that's cool. I can't get inside the house to rob all of her things, but never mind. That was fun while it lasted. Okay, what should we do next? Let's go to the Judas Captain. Why not? I'm going to let this episode run slightly longer than normal, because the last one was slightly shorter than normal. You ride past a woman who is running along a desert trail on foot, although when I say running, it's a slow run, with an odd lolloping gait. She's dressed. I also didn't realise how you spelled gait. I thought you spelled it like you do with a garden gate, but never mind. You learn something every day. She's dressed oddly too. No hat, just a thin strip of fabric tied across her forehead, light clothing, and strange, soft-looking boots that are barely even coming up to her ankles. Is everything alright? Are you running away from something? Something pretty slow, like maybe a desert tortoise? What? No, I'm jogging. What? Jogging! I invented it. It's like slow running. From where I'm on, we just walk. It's better exercise if you go faster, but not fast enough if you actually get away from anything. But full out running weighs you down, and that isn't as healthy. It's healthier than being eaten by a bear. Look, I'm not being chased by bears. I've never even been chased by a bear. Well, that's obvious. You're alive, not mangled lumps. This is about physical fitness. Bears are not the issue. Okay, you're right. Thank you. There aren't many bears out here in the desert anyway. A pack of coyotes, though, you'd be in real trouble. This is a very frustrating conversation. You should try going on the internet, madam. It's even worse. They tear you apart and tear you to shreds in seconds, even with those goofy-looking shoes. Hey, I designed these myself, and they are certainly not goofy. I think they are very goofy indeed. I mean, what good are they if you can't even run properly in them? But they don't prevent, and they certainly aren't going to protect your ankles from coyote bites. They're perfectly good for kicking your backside. Gosh, all those exercises made you kind of belligerent. Get off that horse! How about we see if you can catch me with your slow running? You ride away, the jungle runs after you for a bit, yelling, but as you predicted, he can't catch you. Gotta beat the shoes. I rather enjoyed that. Jewellery shop inside. I like it, a little log cabin. Very different from anything else you've seen before. Goodness. Anything of yours I can nab and steal. This is Goblin's bed. Maybe. I suppose so. This appears to be their dining table. They've left a sort of stack of magazines for customers who want to look through them while they're waiting, but they're all on Goblin. Most of them are Goblin celebrity gossip, and the crossword puzzle has already been filled in. Well, rats! Never mind. Get myself looking a little cuter, and get this place looking a little tidier. Evening, gentlemans. Oh, hello, a customer. Why, hello. Welcome to Master Gerald's jewellery shop. Howdy, are you Master Gerald? Why no, Master Gerald is in the back there at his workbench. I'm his assistant and translator, a goblin jewelsmith. You betting your British, sonny, and not you forgetting it. He says that's right, the finest jewellery in all of the territory, my dear. Well, what do you know? I don't see anything on display though. Master Gerald only does bespoke work. If you bring any sufficiently valuable gemstones, he'll cast it into a fine ring for you for free. No trash rocks! What about a pair of eyeglasses? Could you make anything like that? For a blind watchtower lookout. The clerk translates the question for Master Gerald, who thinks about it and then nods. Having some old soda bottles for grinding down, should working fine. He says yes, we have glasses of the finest optical quality. For goodness sake. Sure, I'll buy some. The clerk invites you to have a seat at the living area table while Master Gerald gets to work cutting and grinding some glass into lenses and setting them into some fine wire frames. You flip through a Goblin magazine while you wait. The lead article is about some social interactions with humans and the value of occasionally pretending to be dumber than you actually are. A lot of people could learn from that. Never mind. Okay, close enough for government working. Ah, yes, council standard. Master Gerald has completed your spectacles with the utmost degree of craftsmanship. Here you are, very thick spectacles. These lenses in the spectacles are so thick you reckon you'd let a fella see behind himself. Why, thank you. Can you make anything else? Do I have anything else? This one again. Welcome back. What do you have? The Effluvious Emerald, or your cow's eye. I've got millions of cow's eyes. Let's make one of those into a ring. A cow's eye ring. Lovely. 11's your muscle. Cool. I can make like 1,000,000 of those, which is stupid, but never mind. What about my weird emerald? Cuts it, polishes it, and sets it into a fine ring. Ah, cool. I don't know if those are any better than my current ring. What is my current ring? Oh, I've still got this on, which I shouldn't have had on. Sorry, I had this on when I was farming because I was travelling around and I didn't want to encounter random encounters because I didn't want to, like, have fun stuff happen, which we'd missed because the camera wasn't on. Never mind. I think I used to have this on, which, yeah, I should have had on for ages in all those battles, but never mind. Maximum AP and speed. 3 to my AP. That's a whole nother fan hammer. I like the sound of that, but we're going to roll with this for the time being because it's more useful in the sort of long run. Like for the long slog. Right. Let's do our last thing of the video then and return these thick as the Dickens glasses to my dear friend. With a spooky combination of hissing, clattering, and clanking, an ancient skeleton, you'd imagine they'd all be quite old, but never mind, rises out of the sand in front of you. He's wearing a dented, rusted, antique armour and a long handlebar moustache. Must have been an ancient explorer or would-be conqueror. Hopefully the former, because he doesn't seem to have been much good at the latter. How does your moustache stay on? How is it even still alive? Do you use glue? Hiss. Fight them, surrender, or give him the runaround. Oh, I get it. You must be here for conquering. You almost missed it. The raiding party's about a mile that away. Just look for the trail with the path marked with the metal rails. Oh, you mean the train line? The skeleton snaps you a creaky salute and marches away. Chances are seeing a train for the first time will make quite an impression on him. Goodness. What joys. Right. Okie dokie. Let's head inside here and give these to this good friend of his. Maybe these will help. Disposable binoculars. Oh, here, try these on. Oh, I didn't realise I could keep them in the bottom. I suppose I never mind. He takes the glasses and puts them out, looking around, blinking. Well, I'll be. I never realised what a dump this place was. He climbs to the top of the tower and peers out over the countryside. They work! I can see a dang thing. Hooray. Yay. Can I go back and talk to Mr. Mule? Giddy on that horse. Where would I get you a mule? Alright, I'll check it out. Okay, I can't get like a discount from them. Okay then, what the heck? Let's do it all. Let's do it properly. The moon sign still. We'll deal with the moonshine in a minute. Yeah, let me get myself a mule. Okay, it's expensive, but I'd like to rent a mule. I will buy the contract. Mule rental contract. This 40-page document spells out the terms and conditions for what seems to be a fairly straightforward mule rental. Thanks. Can I have the mule delivered to Fort Unnecessary? No problem. Thanks for choosing Rent a Mule. Remember us for all of your future mule needs. If I have any future mule needs, then something has gone severely wrong in my life. But never mind. We'll leave that to one side. And, except that I spent far more money here than I ever expected to. An angry-looking skeleton with a mining pick is stalking you. Goodness. Thank you. Thank you. I've also realised I've probably got enough bones now to make more things from that crazy woman at the hippie camp who was making bone things, who gave me that bone ring. This thing. Yes. I think she can make some other stuff, so I might give those to her later and see if that gets us anywhere. Hello! Give him the contract. Here's your contract. They said they'll send the mule directly. Oh wow, that's a load of my assortment of limbs. Never mind. He takes the contract and slowly moseys outside to wait for the mule. Hey wait, you owe me 1,500 meat! Oh well, never mind. Can I have the horse? No. What? This horse has 4 left legs. That's impressive. Is that everyone sorted there? Oh, that's one other thing I did. I completely forgot about this. I don't know if I've still... well, it must be here somewhere. Where is it? I bought it and now I can't find it. Here it is. I passed by a shop and I found this, which says kills a lot of goblins but takes a while. I don't know if it's just a combat item, but I was wondering whether I could use it here. No, seemingly not. This was a waste of time. Oh goodness. Never mind, it is just a combat item. Some goblin coffee. This cup of hot dirt juice goblins refer to it as coffee. Increases your speed by 10, reduces your muscle by 5. Oh goodness. Never mind. Oh my darling dearie, I think I've sorted this out. What? Just 2 left? Who's left? Private Bowtie who can't fold the bow tie, and Private Cooker unable to do the rickers of corned beef on toast. Oh. There's more going on in here. I see. Well, we'll deal with that next time we shall. But never mind. Okay, I think this was actually vaguely productive. I mean, oh no, I've used it. I was going to say we'll go back to the Professor's house and see if he's interested in that massive doodad. But, no, I've realised we've put that somewhere. So there must be more to the aliens. I'm going to have to figure out where the punch cards go and use them, because I've got loads. I've got like 10 of the things. I can translate lots of words. I just need to make use of them. But never mind. I feel like we were quite productive. We sorted out a lot of loose ends that we'd left over from other stuff, which is quite fun. How much money have I got left? Only 5,000. It's still a lot, but it's not as much as it was. But never mind. I can earn money quite quickly. Oh, yes. I can earn money quite quickly, farming. I've realised there's one other thing I found while I was exploring that I haven't done, but we can do that another time. That doesn't matter. So, yeah. That's quite good. That's the wrong button. I think we've done quite well today. I hope you enjoyed that. That was really good. Yes. The only 2 things I quickly say is, I'm actually recording this episode on the day after recording the last one instead of recording them a week apart as normal because I'm moving again. Seems like I always am this weekend. So I just wanted to take the trouble off my schedule. So I apologise if you were howling at me in the comments of the last video. I couldn't hear you because I haven't done that yet. But never mind. Yes. And also this is probably the last video I'll record here for like 5 months, thanks to the structure of things, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. Such is life. You'll be back to the cat tapestry before you know it, and be stuck there for a very long time. But never mind, that's life. I'm whinging and moaning about things that don't matter, as always, but never mind. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen, for West of Loathing. I hope you've been enjoying it. I don't know how much more there is to do. Probably not a huge amount, but we're going to try and figure it out as we go. I'm still going to find that gun safe one day. Maybe at the very end of the very last video, I'll find that blasted gun safe and I'll open it and there'll be a dreadful gun in there. But never mind. Dear oh dear. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Look after each other and good night.